What is up, everybody? It's your boy Verse TV here today, and we're gonna talk about a delusional Sony fanboy post once again. This time, this guy is saying that God of Ragnarok looks better on PS4 than any game on Xbox Series X. Now, I don't know why they keep making these delusional posts like this, but with just I guess just the notion of this game coming out on Tuesday or tomorrow, these guys are just losing it. They're just saying the most ridiculous stuff they can before the game releases, and it's just like, wow. So apparently, a game on PS4 on 2014 or 2013 hardware looks better than a current gen game. Like, has this guy seen a Plague's Tale Requiem on Xbox Series X or any like modern game? But okay, these guys are just delusional. I don't even know what to say at this point. Like these takes these guys make zero sense. They're just so delusional and just ridiculous at this point. Like, I really, that's like when you're just high on fanboyism, on Sony fanboyism, you just say the most ridiculous stuff at this point. It's kind of like the equivalent of hallucinations. It's kind of like what they go through on the Sony fanboy side. Like, they just hallucinate a lot of stuff because you got to be under something to say that this nonsense like this. But okay, I wonder they genuinely believe this nonsense. Like, yeah, somebody's gonna go out and buy a last generation console and say, hey, it looks better than what I'm playing on Xbox Series X right now. It's just so delusional. But let's see what people got to say about this right here. Because you have the fanboy goggles, funny that a fanboy has to remind you that you're in fact a fanboy and that's a particular perception of things. Yeah, their fanboyism definitely alters the perception if you actually believe this nonsense. It's like, okay. Talent versus money. Okay, this is definitely a biased comment. Because it's a game that will really appeal to people who want to enjoy a masculine embrace. Happy gaming. Does it? Yeah, probably does, but Sony are some real wizards. Xbox is like an arcade. This guy's actually going with this narrative is just a clown as well. Like, really? People out there actually believe in this fanboy nonsense. Like, there's no way a PS4 game is looking better than an Xbox Series X game, especially a AAA game at that. Like, okay. Because PlayStation believe in providing gamers with the best possible experience. Xbox has yet to prove they want or can provide that. It doesn't, though. You're sent for an electronics corporation to reevaluate your life. Probably just the fanboy lens you wear. It doesn't. It doesn't really. You're just biased. Xbox lives rent free in your head. That's why you play Twitter instead of God of War Ragnarok. The best looking games so far this generation are Xbox games like Forza Horizon 5, Gears 5, High Busters DLC, and Flight Simulator. Yeah, if he legit thinks God of War Ragnarok on PS4 looks better than any of these games listed, he's obviously delusional at that point. Because people who love what they don't are putting a lot into this game, and they are over on Xbox, they only care about making money. It doesn't. God of Ragnarok is well behind a Plague's Tale Requiem in graphics. To name an example, it really is a new tech-wise. Characters do look good, but again, scenery is lacking in most PS4 to PS5 games. Yeah, it's not touching any of these games and visuals. Uh, Bruh, God of War 2018 looks better as well. What is wrong with these guys? They legit believe this nonsense. I was like, jeez. There's Gears 5, bro. Stop the cap. Because you need to get your eyes tested, you need glasses, my friend. There was again Xbox living rent free. Because you're a liar. But then again, this is the same guy who convinced somebody to get a PS4 Pro over an Xbox Series S or X because whatever reason, I guess he wants to. That just made no sense. It just the fact that he convinced somebody to get a last generation console over a new one is just very telling right there. Uh, because you need to stop doing drugs. It messes up with your eyesight. It seems it has reached to your brain too. Um, Wrong. Plus, we can't hear you crying about console wars over the PS4 fan running God of Ragnarok. Yeah. Not only are you playing something that's on a last gen system and you're trying to say it looks better than a next gen console, but you got to deal with that loud noise in the background while you're playing a game too. Uh, because you're wearing rose-colored glasses, in your case blue. Anyways, dude, it's not a hobby for you anymore. It's a disease. I'm sure you're nice enough, but enough nice enough guy with the stuff you post say you're very childish. Uh, okay, get your eyes checked, fanboy. Just roasting this guy at this point. Fanboy goggles and delusion mostly. Uh, Geez, some of these comments are just kind of crazy. Why do you insist on tweeting things that lump you in with the low IQ, remedial cult, weirdo pony members? You're already part of a fanbase universally considered to be the biggest clowns on Twitter. Why double down with every tweet? Does Sony pay you to swallow, or do you do it for free? Jeez. Because you have some blinders on, or you're just a pathetic fanboy. Why you gotta be a console B? The world may never know. Such a terrible take. Brain cells must have been lost. Jeez. I mean, rightfully so, because this guy says some crazy stuff every day about Xbox. And then you woke up from that dream. And then we get the last comment. Because Xbox just has no in-house talent when it comes to game development. They buy established studios that pump out games too, aka money with no soul. Just the amount of butthurtness and delusion from this last post right here. Like, how do you think Sony got the big games they got right now? Yeah, because apparently Spider-Man is a Sony property. It's not made by Marvel at all. That Sony just bought the rights to. They definitely do that. But okay, I'm gonna conclude it right here. If you think God of Ragnarok on PS4 looks better than any high-profile Series X game, then you are clearly delusional. And the fact that there are people who actually agree with this guy up in here is very telling that these guys are super delusional at this point. Like, no. Just no. There's no way this game looks better on PS4 than any high-profile game on Series X. That's just a ridiculous claim. But, you know, Sony fanboys will say the most ridiculous stuff and actually believe the nonsense. So I'm going to conclude it right here. Definitely want to see your thoughts down below. Leave a like for this video. And as always, thanks for watching, and peace.